Aye, out with me here. Back at disco. It's later than I intended to record, but whatever. I'm doing it the day after the previous episode. I guess that's gonna be enough for me. Yeah, I got all personal at the end of the last episode. I have no problem continuing doing that. One of the worst things about my medical condition is just the knowledge every time I eat that I'm not going to be conscious for minimum 12 hours, sometimes like 22, more than a day. It sucks. It's like forced self-harm. It's not just unconsciousness. There's a void, some existence there. It's bad. I don't know how to explain it, and I'm not just gonna do a big long ramble about it. I think that's enough of that. What I got here? Oh, this? Yeah. You're right. As far as this game's going, we gotta give up on the achievement and just go inspect this body. It's funny enough that we didn't do it till the 5th day. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and save scum this check all day. As I said before, what good's an achievement on the Epic Games Store?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Hard to say.
I don't trust that that's not just going to do some morale damage or something. I'm going to start this day off fresh. Hey, I wasn't a complete goner the past 24 hours. I got a half hour in where I worked on some medical. Meaning negotiating with hospitals. That's what's really got me messed up. I realized it's been over a week since I had any communication from any of them. It's like some of the highest level hospitals in the country, and they still not acted right with a medical emergency. I've been negotiating with some of them for over a month, and they can't answer the simple question, can your hospital perform this surgery? It's like, it just doesn't make sense. They're endlessly asking for little tiny bits of medical record, but never the actual imaging or a complete enough record that they would need to actually be able to give me a coherent, story. Just endless bits of maybe, but we need to see, maybe, but we need this, maybe, but can you get that? It's like, just getting ridiculous. At least at this point, I do actually have some cooperation from the state government. See how that goes, though. They're investigating their options for helping. Got a lawyer from the state involved. By the time you're seeing all these episodes, everything I'm talking about will be a month in the past. I got these set to go up weekly, and at this point I think I'm recording almost daily. So yeah. That leaves me more free to talk about it as well. I don't know why, but it does. We could drop a save here before we do this, but might also clear up some of our old saves. Got no reason to go back to anything. Save. Ah. let's hope by the time these episodes publish that I'll be getting some type of medical care. I've said that for over a year or two now, but there's something about me that I'm incapable of giving up hope, but
The corpse looks
it's
at you
fine.
with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, something about me. I don't know. I don't. It's not that I don't know how to give up. It's just I don't. The medical thing has stripped me of most of my emotional complexity. It was nice enough to leave enthusiasm and joy. I don't know how well it comes through with my voice because I'm careful not to overexert cognitively or stress my body too much. So the monotone that I believe I have is some of that's a, what's the word? It's part of it's directly from the disorder, part of it's precaution. Now, I wouldn't be gaming at all if I didn't have some semblance of joy and fulfillment. I know. It's weird, though, because those are almost the only things I've been left with. I got just, like, neutral emotion. I got frustration, but never really anger, which I wish I had more intensity to that, but I don't. And then I got, like I said, joy and enthusiasm, which usually ends up going to waste because I'm lost in that void thing that I mentioned. I don't know. I don't know if I have much more than that. I have intellectual curiosity, which keeps me trying to learn things. I have fulfillment. So, I mean, I got a fully functional reward circuit for, sticking up for myself and trying to get help and all that. So it keeps me prioritizing the actual important medical. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I really have other emotions right now. I mean, my body's like, in low power mode, like, just picture like you being in a building where they got those like dim red lights on, everything else is out. I don't know. It's left me enough to stay motivated and stand up for myself a little bit. But that's it, I think. Not knowing how to grieve has been a problem, not feeling sadness and all that. It's part of why I'm avoiding doing some psychology work. I don't know. The AI literally said that the damage that I suffered to my brain means I shouldn't even try to grieve. I need to heal before that'll come back. So, I don't know. Problem with not having emotions is you have the desire to feel them, which I chase in music and other avenues, and then the disappointment of not feeling them is just like a raw hurt. It's hard to explain what I mean by that. It's like the void almost. It's just another like emptiness. It's better than the void. It's an emptiness of emotion, not of consciousness and capacity, I think. A real void of thoughts is horrible. I don't know how people do meditation and all that, chasing it. I'm guessing they never actually achieve it, because if you did, you would never do that again. Yeah, let's play the game. I'm in a mood. I don't know. Maybe I'm adding to the game talking like this. It fits the mood of the game and gives something new to think about if you've already watched this game, and you probably have if you have any interest in it. It's been out 6 years. So. I don't know. I guess that's what I'm trying to provoke here, is just... Well, I'm trying to rekindle curiosity. Anyone who's already watched a series or so on, give you something else to think about, process, be caught off guard by, I don't know, whatever. Or something to connect to if I'm saying something, that you been feeling anything remotely similar. Probably no one else talking about it. Yeah.
You seem to be holding your breath.
I'm doing the exact opposite of that.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
What happens if we fail this?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Only get 1 point for you've waited long enough. I should at least have a couple of those.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected, more fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
I hope we're not going to have to reload for this. This would be a very embarrassing save scum.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
Hoping to avoid that sound effect.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
And that description.
The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. It's not pity. You should wipe your mouth after vomiting.
It's not pity, it's nagging.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. If you can handle the headache, some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. Sure you do. You just threw up a lot. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
That's crazy. They didn't even change the dialogue. Still calling her the gardener. And when she knows she not. No one expected to wait this long to poke at that.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
That's unfortunate. Well, there was a backup option.
Hello, compatriote.
Nah, not you.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh.
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Oh, we.
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
If I have to look myself, can I just take it for free?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
We're running kind of low on these.
Okay. Don't, like, overdo it or something.
What happens if you fail it again? Seems like that'd be bad. Game over. You failed the first task that you did like 50th. Let's be diligent about our saving, just in case.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Yeah, we probably got another couple episodes of this. We are going to be pretty focused on the main case now. We've done all the procrastination on the map.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Uh-oh.
Get a hold of yourself.
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
What is happening to you? Are you going to cry now, son? You heard the coach. This is weakness. It cannot go on much longer, or you will lose.
Okay, you've said it. You needed to say it. And now that you have, you need to get your shit together. No. You will get your shit together.
You're sure this has not affected his impression of you in a good way? For a moment, the hanged man appears to smile. His lips are red, like a clown's.
Bitch fight, see? Bitches are at it.
Bitches about to kill each other, I think.
Gonna have to use the skill point on that, aren't I? Think it's doable.
We should go and do something else. Give it half an hour. Then come back when you've gotten your act together.
I'm just concerned I don't have a way to kill half an hour. What have I maybe not done?
Fuck, does Kuno care? Yeah, like a fucking volcano? Yeah. Fucking pathetic.
You're lucky you didn't die there.
Yeah. Kuno's got some advice for you. What are you? Like 80, right? Maybe you should stop embarrassing yourself in front of a fucking kid. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
That didn't help at all.
The trash container stands in the spring snow.
There's nothing in there. I needed that skill point. Yeah, I think we got another check with the dice lady. We can go waste some time there. And in here.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Alright, that wasted some time. And got us something that we could sell. We still gotta show Kim that cool sword we found. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna care.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guelain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up, yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? You're right. I should take a trip to the roof once the snow is gone. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces. She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion from her face.
Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
That's how I failed my company within a year in real life. At least 75% of the blame goes to being young and not having a plan. Yeah.
No, you're right. I didn't. It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world, that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
I don't have the skill points for another one. I don't even know what that one does. I don't even know what this sword does. Maybe nothing. Or maybe it's niche and only useful for one very specific thing. Who knows? All I know is I'm running low on cash. And Pyroaliadon. I accidentally took my shoes off. Yep. Will it help me waste some time?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime Okay, but please, only a few questions. Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
Does repeating old dialogue options pass time? I can never remember.
It's not good to talk about the curse.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up. The woman before you scans the store. Her shoulders.
I literally have like, oh no, I still got half the time left on that. We better not save over that quick save.
Hello again, sir. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began.
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
It's your soul. Your blue soul. No, your resilience.
No resilience. Yeah, there's a reason I made that a major skill. Needed to see the cringe in resilience.
That's a bit childish. Obviously, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
The King XP.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though. That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
Let me show you some police work real quick. It's policing time.
You failed to deduce anything substantial.
No, it's not.
She waits intently.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not a proper deduction.
What? Oh.
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same. The prick is gone. I can barely believe it, but he's really gone.
But I took the medication with the side effects. Why didn't that save him?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt. His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is. Guess he was about to head home, cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time.
You would not have been pleased to have died out of his uniform. That's probably why he was wearing it all the time, to make sure he would die in it.
Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, cause he's gonna be buried without it. I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to. We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were? In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is, part of life really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
Despite their differences, these men played such a significant part in each other's lives that now that one of them is gone, the other feels just lost.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Did I already ask him about that?
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
Of course he didn't. Flowers are for pansies. Stop wasting time with them.
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communards. They called them the belts of revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
But you feel the dried flower in your hand somehow still does matter, although not to this sad old man.
Yes. What about René?
I already did all that.
It is what...
Despite their difference,
I just don't know anymore.
Still haven't wasted enough time. Well, we're getting close.
inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch, labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Right. Please hold.
It's a great way to waste time.
10-4, come in. Firework, over. 10-4, sir. Sorry, but I'm under orders to give a negative to request for personal information. Over. 10-4. Anything else, sir? Roger that. 10-10.
That didn't even waste a minute. Alright. Well, I saw he's in here now. Smoking indoors.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. Hi. So what brings you here? You did? And how did you like him? I told you he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It is. On Sundays. A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return. To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still. His coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean. What about me, gendarme? Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer? A bit too dramatic, don't you think? If you really must do it, then I'd go with something else, some other substance. But then again, you're a cop. It definitely fits the genre. I fit the genre. We all do. Molded by fiction like we're characters in some bad novella. Human psychology is definitely lazy, don't you think?
That's an interesting point.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Time successfully wasted.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Yeah, there's a punishment for failing the check multiple times. My first playthrough, I actually had a problem where I filled all of these up. And then you gotta pay to remove things. Like that punishment skill. Alright, there is a risk of failing it again and then we're screwed. So, let's...
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eye. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. Your muscles tense up. The vision in your dead angle darkens. You feel the sudden urge to push your hand into his soft gut. The spell has no effect. You stand eye to eye with it, the odor washing through you.
Yeah, I think we've run out of leeway on failing checks, as happens as you get toward completing this game.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars. Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly. Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So alive.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it. It contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Now, if you could find someone to decipher it. Sure, just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Well, I may have seen something online that as long as I don't click this specific option, I still qualify for the achievement. As long as you don't try to take the body down. So we might still, what's the word? Accommodate my stubbornness. Yeah, might do that.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
I mean, that photo gives us more conversation options.
These eyes used to be blue, baby blue. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Why do you think so? There are no supernatural reasons. Good. The victim is of Occidental descent. Light brown hair, blue eyes. I mean white.
I'm gone. Maybe I was getting my rocks off. Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
Yes.
Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question. Do I remind you of someone? No, not quite. Be fair now. Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination.
SpongeBob reference.
Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now. I'm a joke. Look at me. There is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer.
Takes one to know one.
Go ahead, Coppo. Into the wild pale yonder. In the past, way out in the west. The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do. Fuck it hard. Coppo the clown.
He means force. It'll work.
That probably unlocked a check.
Because you have. Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Love did me in, Brother Coppo. It was love all along. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
It's a very different line from what's written.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you. Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
No, you should not get a drink. You should perform an initial inspection of the victim's corpse. We are on the road part.
Shut up, Kim.
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
No. More like in harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. Right now, everything seems to fit their confession. It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
I mean, we got the photo, but he also gave us some about the ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash, a cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Is still not what happens. Fuck this compartment. You should throw it away. Strange. Why does it make you so angry?
Well, that's never happening. Let's see if there's anything we can do with that photo. Or any... Oh, we didn't really learn anything else doing that, did we?
It's you again. What is it?
Didn't learn. Oh, wait a minute.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just contactee status. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and is in witness protection.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
You can almost see the blood curdle in the lieutenant's veins. Miraculously, he remains silent. Not only his name, but his address. You are a goddamn menace.
So, some moral intern crony. What'd he tell you? I bet he had a dead hooker situation. If he came to Martinez. That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
Vapor, huh? Well, that checks out at least.
For the record, which I have to type up later tonight, no apocalypse-related testimony was provided to us by the witness.
Check out the stand-up comedians the RCM has. When are we gonna get funny men like that?
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there. Yes, enough of Charleville Drouin from Rue de Saint-Gelain, 33B.
An almost inaudible whisper from the lieutenant. Damn. Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word.
It's still 3%. I regret picking hardcore mode.
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
I mean, they literally, my stance, they added it to the game just because it's a CRPG, you gotta have a hardcore mode. You gotta add a feature. It wasn't in the original game.
Was there something you needed?
It's added later, potentially by the new management.
Again? I can't. Okay, why not? Let's do the old. You're not shitting me, Millen.
We're getting to it. There have been complications.
I don't know. Oh my god.
Oh, it's bothering me that I'm still wearing those jeans. Those clash way too much. We're just gonna have to go right back down and do the quest proper, aren't we? I'm not getting anywhere with refusing to do it.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again? Not my favorite topic, but okay.
I can't show her the photo.
Oh yes. I have multiple viewpoints.
A bitter cringe. It hurts.
You called us.
Yes. I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell.
Reporting crimes is confidential.
Because I couldn't.
Tearing off his armor. Demeaning him. Throwing rocks.
The voice was...
I didn't exactly put nail.
Which landline?
This is all repetition.
I didn't want to.
We will move the body to the morgue today, miss. Don't worry.
How about we, change the subject?
I'm just over here like, what's the quickest way back to ground level? I think this way is faster. I thought we'd be able to show her the photograph. Guess not.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done. The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
Got another skill point. I'm sure I wouldn't regret internalizing this. Hmm. 15 points. How did I get 8? Where's that coming from? What? Huh. That's strange. Seeing if there's anything here we would need to level. Yeah, I mean, interfacing would make sense, but I want the precarious world, and no, I didn't look at what it actually does. This one seems useful too. Can't cheat everything. Let's just learn through playing.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
There's no question. There's only cutting. How hard can it be?
I don't doubt your physical prowess, officer, but that's aircraft strength material, and we do not have a secure platform to perform the procedure on. The risk of acrobatic failure is one we cannot take. We must not become comedy for the locals.
The fuck have you got against comedy pigs?
Someone else? You mean like the police? Someone already did. You know who came? We did. Because we have made bad life decisions. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast. We are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there... Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way. Hooray for us.
I know I'm gonna fail any red checks. We're not even gonna... Well, we're not gonna go through the motions of shooting him down. Try is not the right word. Guaranteed failure. Do I have to go talk to Everard, or can I just talk to Measurehead over here?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again. I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
I don't know that any of them are bodybuilders.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonees. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
You do not want to pass that check. It will gain us absolutely nothing. In the harbor again. Oh, we're in the harbor again.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
Neither has the possibility of getting in there increased.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today? I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry. Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. You can find Luke down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you, now that he's back on his feet.
Well, we making progress again. Man, I got all my personal stuff out in like the first 5 minutes of the episode. Now what am I supposed to talk about? It's hard for me to build up a lot of rambling when I'm only awake like a little bit of time between episodes, you know? Like, much as I'm all well and glad to be practicing my public speaking, if you can really call it that without a live audience, I can't actually talk endlessly. Just 90% of endlessly. I don't know who I'm supposed to ask about that. Whatever.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again. So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Well, it's stewed for 5 days, so have fun.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Yes, that is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way.
Okay.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
I mean, what if we didn't? You don't got cell phones, you're not gonna be texting him. You're not gonna put the body back in the tree. Then what's he gonna do? Glitchy.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then...
That's not good.
The man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today. Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a Union man from now on.
It doesn't really matter.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, achievement's gone. Whatever. What are you laughing about over here?
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Whatever.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Just in case we need that. We got another skill point. It's almost as if this quest is set up to give you a fair few points real quick, like you're supposed to do it early on in the game. Fancy that idea. Probably should sit on the point, but maybe there's no but to that. Maybe we really just need to sit on the point.
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work. You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Shoot, Looney Rooney. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. You ain't no Tequila Sunset. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry. Good for you. Come back later, Corpo.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them. Unfortunately, no.
Wait.
And hygienically? I suggest I handle the physical part of the autopsy, and you take notes.
You're being handled. If you resist now, he will turn on his heavy-duty authority mode. You will get your chance to dig in later.
That's right.
No, I know you can get Kim's notes, but maybe you have to not have the ledger. There's a really good scene where you get his notebook and you can read through it. Might have locked myself out of that.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
No.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
No. Let's fill out the info form first. That's you.
the corpse is indifferent to the time of the dead light and great culling, just lies there. The next box says,
KK57-0803.0815. Next, we've heard the nom de guerre, Lely. It's better than nothing. Write it down. What's next? Date of birth? NA. Roughly 50.
the corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Mondial. Subgroup Occidental, as per your observation.
The pudgy mess looks neither mondial nor occidental. It doesn't even look human. The next line says,
Fucky, fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
naively, the lieutenant does not double-check your notes.
We're still going with March 4th, 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
None, at least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure. A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation.
We should start the post-mortem.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
I want to read Kim's notebook. Bet he has some good things to say about us. Good as in interesting, not positive. Let's skip to the internal examination.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
He's really doing it. The dead man's teeth cut into his gloved hands.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
I ain't looking in there.
Hepatobiliary, NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert? Neither am I. Same for toxicology and serology, NA. Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there? Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Brimming with cocaine.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits lividity in the lower extremities, feet, hands, and neck, visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See? It's happening?
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
The spine is bent more than the lieutenant compensated for. This buster's actual height is about 1.85. And no, you could not take him straight on.
Of course, I undercompensated. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the bell so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
You are? This pig is Kuno's.
Being Kuno's pig has a steadying effect on your hand. Go with the flow, man.
Oh, that says 97%. Why? All red checks fail. It's not an important one, it's fine.
You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then...
Yeah, fuck him! Fuck that faggoty! Corpse fucking time!
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy. His head, yes. You were about to cut off his head.
Yes, that's much better form than you had.
Why?
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
There's a bug in my bed. Get out of here. Not a bed bug, fortunately. Just a generic bug. I hope that made a satisfying ASMR noise when I thwacked that bug across the room. I haven't heard it bounce off the wall. Fine, bugs are low weight. They get a lot of air resistance when they're sent flying. That's why they always survive and come back. Fucking physics engine. Bugs survive too much just by merits being small. Yeah, I'm distracted now.
Here. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
Tim developed a French accent there for a second.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
That's not how you motivate the kids.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Ah yes, your hunch before. We could have a semen analysis requested from processing, but we are already requesting toxicology. There's a 1 test limit. Of course.
Shit cuts.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor. The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch. You should touch it. Doesn't feel like anything. Just cold flesh under your finger. Unremarkable and unalive.
My pig's so fucking ill right now.
Oh, your pig's pretty sick, I gotta say.
This wasn't necessary. What's going on here? Why are you doing that? The lieutenant is unaware of what's happening in your head and why you're touching it. He merely expects you to write down his notes on the man's genitalia so you can move on.
I was providing for the audience.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are all combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
Relatable.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands. Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 feels. Leave a 4th one too. Nothing. Just in case. Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer? Fatal injury by seagulls? No, he was not murdered by seagulls. Yes, it's... For God's sake, leave the box unticked then. What next?
Between the stench of death and a never-ending corpse examination, He's under some stress there. Better not to poke.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuno. He is silent with it. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
I want to motivate and encourage Kuno too.
No, it's not.
Fucking fail as shit, Sailman!
What's the word? I'm not thinking of the word. Enable. I want to enable Kuno. There you go.
Bitch saying your injuries weren't fatal, Kuno. You gonna let it stand?
I do what I want, see? Learn it?
Don't.
He's tired and weary, and you are better not to test his patience.
But it's funny.
Right. Next. Oh, so we inflicted them?
What have I even done?
You mean the incision on the thorax from a chain cutter? That was not a team effort, and I wouldn't mention it. Muddies the water. Injuries. A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. What was that about no clawing around the neck? You'd be clawing for your life. He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck. A column of cold air encircles you, rising slowly upward in the shape of a courtyard, bordered by cracked plaster, windows, seagulls perched on air conditioning units.
It's the seagulls that did it.
A small green enclosure in the middle of a corral of tenements, Cape-side apartments, whirling in rags, and the fortress wall of Terminal B. Above it, a thin blanket of coastal stratus clouds.
See what happens is when you get enough hungry birds, and they all looking at some one guy with hunger in their eyes, they manifest his death so they can feed. Makes perfect sense. And if that sounds crazy to you, that's literally what I've been dealing with from doctors at hospitals. By suffering an illness, you can retroactively mutate your genetics that caused the illness in the first place 30 years prior. It's like, what? The only treatment is to learn how to live in denial and not acknowledge the symptoms until you reverse manifest that you never got sick at all. It's like, how the hell do these people have medical licenses? It's beyond faith healing. It's literally blasphemous thoughts. Retroactively condemn you. And no one, even in the medieval ages, said people were retroactively given illness or sickness for their sin. Not that I'm aware of. Just ridiculous. I wanted to say that. I want to say that as much and as often as humanly possible. Because that's the state of affairs in America, New England, Connecticut.
Higher yet, Coalition airships guard over the 21 cordons of the zone of control. The air is crisscrossed with radio transmissions. The hair on your neck rises.
You will.
Why do you say that? Is it the Siegel murder again, or are you serious? Did you? I'm not so sure. I thought we could establish the cause of death here, officer. Now I think we should leave it empty. At least for the time being. If we don't like it, I can always amend this later, in my paperwork. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Skill points. Now we can be a little bit reckless. Do we invest into interfacing and then go do the rave request and open the box and all that? Or do we give up on it? So this is definitely a game where even in 3 playthroughs here, I have not seen everything. There's definitely a lot of dialogue that comes from Heaven High Shivers. Definitely a lot related to conceptualization. I think we did have high this in the last playthrough I did. Inland Empire has a ton of things, of course. Authority is a yes and no. Suggestion, we're probably good on that. I'm sure Half-Light would probably have a lot. This is literally fight or flight. And I've never played with a high level of the yellow skills. I know Very High Perception has things. I have no clue about the others. We'll put 1 point into that and regret it later.
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success. We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
That doesn't happen within the game. Sure.
Then, given the state of decay here, I consider establishing the victim's ethnicity a minor success. We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective. Maybe a drink is in order?
Now, you see, that worries me. You will die if you drink. You know that, don't you? You are proving a useful detective. The organization would miss you.
It'll be an easy autopsy for you, Kim.
Please get yourself together, the lieutenant from Precinct 57 thinks.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Oh, that was so close. If only we had the frog hat on. No. Oh yeah, and was that a red check? We wouldn't have been able to do it anyway.
The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
There is no need. We have been thorough with the genitals.
Lieutenant looks worried.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
I worked as one of those processing guys for a year. They are butchers and clowns. I once saw 20 CODs go misidentified in 1 week. Chances are slim to none that they'll find anything useful in processing. In short, you and I are the last line of detection. If you're not sure we got everything, we need to look again. And for that, we need to refrigerate the corpse. If you want for this task to slowly become impossible, then yes. Otherwise, no. He's been hanging out far too long already. We need to ice him.
Not to mention the damage that would be dealt to the force's reputation by the corpse just rotting here like this.
We done.
Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building?
Why, yes there was. It was massive. Red eyes glowing in the dark.
Now, that's an overstatement. It's not actually for storing cadavers, or at least I hope so. I think we should take a look at it first. Make sure it's big enough before we carry him over. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased will become harder to find.
No, I'm good though.
The man is decomposing visibly now. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Yeah, we good.
If you think so, officer, I'm not going to object. I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there. Continue working here. The locals, the case, or attend to your own business. I will meet you downstairs in the Whirling in Rags tomorrow morning, 7:30 sharp.
I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing with ourselves. Let's go hang out with Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care? Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Fucking idiot Mulkapa. Doesn't know any questions.
The lieutenant is sitting on the edge of his bed, 20 kilometers from here, and cleaning his boots. An archetypal policeman like him would definitely come up with some questions to ask right now. Unlike you, standing here alone, unable to gather your thoughts.
Lieutenant, bring the corpse to its bed.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Him did it because he's a necrophiliac. Case closed. Let's see if we have any chance of passing that check. Disco dance party. Do we have any interfacing boosts? That's not good. Okay. No appears to be the answer. What we can do with composure. Never played a playthrough with that skill high.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder car!
Impossible. Still impossible.
Here's an idea. Say what you say
Oscillator matrix?
as you fiddle.
Copman can...
Whatever it is you did,
Still
seems to
3%.
have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
I don't think we're making that check. And I don't think I'm gonna waste everyone's time trying to force it. Why do I have so many damn saves? I swear I've been deleting these.
Good morning! Yeah!
Here's an idea. Say what you said before.
Yeah! Pump off the bazoot bazoot!
It's hard to say for sure.
Got the wrong skills to do that. I'll leave it open-ended, but we're not gonna sit here doing that. We will try to do this one though, so we didn't just completely wasted that skill.
Found in the trash, a cabbage of papers. Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. The words just crossed your mind somehow. Who do you think? You. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. They let you go there too. You should go and kill yourself there. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell the glue.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. Exactly like the gum wrapper you found, the same brand of chewing gum. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped, round letters in a woman's hand. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please. Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez, flapping street signs and window blinds.
Come outside.
Far away and outside, the reeds hiss with desperation. Step out.
Okay. Am I about to get ambushed by the bush reeds?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Without resistance or sound, thin wax paper has been glued to a familiar handwriting. Harry, it begins. Throw it away, please. No. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it. Now that you're out, let go.
Oh no.
Let go.
Frisson covers your entire body, a feeling of cold, a persistent chill.
No, don't want to let it go.
Your hands shake, holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road.
Why'd the screen just get darker?
Every step I take, It grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
That's bad.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Are you saying we could have lost this before we investigated the body?
To what? There's nothing.
We even gonna survive this? What? I've never clicked that option before, apparently, because I don't know what's happening.
There is nothing.
I feel like not having Kim there when I did that.
Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout. Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
This must be what triggered our, the episode that the game started with, was looking at that card. Because he did everything to get rid of that ledger.
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy. Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
The shadow.
Because it's always there.
Oh.
Tell him.
I feel an urge to waste a skill point.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
Let's go back to that whole thing about trying to gain something from suffering. It's one of Harry's problems. Thinks he's gonna learn some, or especially learn to enjoy it. That's perhaps the supposed wisdom that people look into various, religions and coping strategies and psychology and all that for, is the secret lesson on how to enjoy suffering. Enjoy the bad emotions. Thinking you can outwork how the body designed. Change the outcome of chemical reactions. Thinking that mind is actually over matter. trying to put it to practice. That's how you end up like Harry, or one of a million other bad outcomes. That level of ego of consciousness. You're gonna have an ego, you gotta make sure that your physical identity, your genetics, your body, all that is grounding it. And that you understand that's it. Yeah, that's all we got in this life. Maybe there's a consciousness that's experiencing and recording everything that happens in our life. You know, it'll maybe have a purpose after life. Well, that's not here. It's not now. It's not provable. It's not disprovable. I know. There are a few things in reality that point to it being real. And after, well, not an afterlife as in like a place, but as in a purpose, a system that carries on something from us. Yeah. I mean, I think that's true. But there's nothing to engage with as long as we're alive. Just trying to force it, to make it happen, to fast forward to after our death, just leaves you in a living death. There you go. See, I can do public speaking. If I was healthy enough, I'd be saying things that coherent and impassioned. I'd be saying things like that far more often. That's what I want from life, is to have those conversations with decision makers, first of all, and crowds, maybe secondary. Not so sure about that. Public speaking isn't the end goal, it's just a skill I want to develop. Yeah. I've said it before, I see myself as someone who should get into diplomacy, negotiations. Yeah. Everything else is practice. And trying to get my health back isn't the right word. Honestly, genetic issue. It was just a matter of time. I want to get health that... what's the phrasing that has only been made possible through technology? You know, any other time in history, there'd be nothing. The only reason I'm alive is because we have the technology that somebody could help me. Hopefully they will. Didn't exist even 50 years ago, though. Any other time in human history ain't for people like me. Just the present and the future. I think part of me always knew that too. That's why I never really got into history, even when everyone I was friends with was into it and encouraging the same. Yeah. Some level, I guess what you could call a new man, and you. That's not necessarily, well, it's not at all really a compliment. It just means I'm not resilient, Emmy. I'm reliant, Emmy, on modern technology. There you go. There's some honesty and personal discussion for you. That one I don't even have any holdouts with. I can fully acknowledge all that. Does not provoke pain. I've understood that for enough years. I've internalized it. And it really shouldn't matter anymore, you know. The medical care I need is a given, or it should be. You know, it's what we were all promised growing up. We had access to basic services. So, it's fine. I'm not going to say something cringe like, oh, we'll figure it out or I'll get there. I mean, nah. Just got to keep approaching it with curiosity and persistence. That's all. Not making false promises to myself. I don't know the outcomes. But the promise I will make is that we getting back to the game now. I don't know which one of these lines I want to say. That was a really nice impassioned procrastination there, but I don't get to think on what I want to click when I'm talking on that level, so it was a useless way to delay. As far as the goal of completing the game is concerned, I liked saying it all. It's fun. It's fun to share when you don't know if anybody going to listen or care. Said before, curiosity is one of my prominent remaining emotions. I like pushing buttons and seeing what happens. Let's be pleasant here, maybe, yeah. We haven't been particularly bitter this playthrough, have we? I don't know, I don't think we've been consistent if we're gonna try to analyze on that level. Because I haven't had a plan, so haven't followed a plan.
It didn't smell nice.
Uh-oh.
It smelled like betrayal.
It wasn't a choice after all. There's a lesson in that. Don't take forever and a day to make a call. When the only thing you choosing is the perspective that people see you with, not the actual outcome. Yeah. I don't know. There's a more coherent way to make that point, but it's not important.
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause. Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Could it be? Let's take a guess. Kuno? I don't really have a guess.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And it's...
Maybe it's the old washerwoman. That's my best guess.
It's delicious.
It's not Kuno.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
What? But he left for the day.
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
It's cheating. I never could have guessed you. You're not even supposed to be here.
Drink. Water. No drink. There is no use arguing with me. You will die if you don't. Drink.
I mean, if you say so. I don't want to waste that, though.
There really is no use arguing with him. This is him exerting the reserves of authority he usually withholds.
Suit yourself. What happened?
I mean, at least the game's acknowledging he shouldn't be here.
There was a call on the shortwave. Officer passed out in Martinez. I had a feeling it would be you. I'm glad I got here in time. I don't know. It could have been quite a while.
At least this is a funny way to do this.
That does sometimes happen. I found this next to you. I'll tag along for the rest of the day if you don't mind. My business is concluded anyway. Are you okay to go? Good.
Well, we got Kim back. I'm not bothered by that, that's okay. I thought he gave me the ledger. Oh, there it is. Oh. I could have had additional empathy this whole time. The more you know. We gotta sell some stuff and make some cash. Be out of our important items.
Hello, hello. Sure, let me have a look. Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale. Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter. Anything else you're thinking
like this
of selling?
rifle. We don't need this. I would hold on to that for now.
Another time, perhaps.
What are you trying to show? Oh, yeah. Well, we gotta take this one. And hope we aren't locking ourselves. Should have saved before I did that. Not having a skill point available is very dangerous this late in the game. Why do I have so many of these saves? I swear, whatever. Got one from before we touched the buddy. That's fine. Couldn't actually lose the ledger, so we're not gonna try to do the whole thing with his notebook. There's something to look at over here. The horse head on the ground, maybe? Yeah.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment.
I want to learn more about the Pale, the thing in Disco Elysium lore. I've discussed it in other series, but I have daydreams of stuff that seems like the Pale, except with blizzards. I have a pretty good understanding of what it means psychologically, but curious how something that might overlap is presented
Is this about the question?
in a video game.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay, I gotta worry about the other one as much, but...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay. Here.
Alright. Yeah, basically the daydreams of big, like wide open, dark landscape with just blizzards, deep snow. No, not deep snow. Regular snow. Like snow cover. And wandering that blind at night. It's all about consistent sensory input that offers no warmth or direction or comfort.
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye,
It's
Gendarme.
a little too mysterious an answer, maybe. There was a lot of wrong things I was reading into it as I was analyzing it. That's why I'm being careful with my words. I think that's the gist of it, though. That's enough to discuss about it for now. We have to call this episode soon. I'm starting to have issues over here with my heart. Always the bad days just get worse. We calling it. Goodbye, everyone. Until next time.